Good morning, welcome to the Premium Public Video Discussion for Wednesday, January 25th, 2023. Of course, just a reminder, first of all, please like, share, and subscribe on the YouTube channel. It actually helps quite a bit in terms of getting the word out, and the channel has grown significantly this year, and I really wanted to thank, actually last year, 2022, I wanted to thank you guys anyway for investing in the trust in following me and listening to what I have to say about the weather. I really appreciate that. Also, of course, we're having our live chat tonight, which should be plenty fun as we try to search out for the elusive snowflake on the coastal plain. We've seen some over the interior, not much on the coast. And this morning, well, that's what pretty much this discussion is going to be about as our precipitation invades the region. Now, currently, we're seeing plenty of observations here that show cloudy skies, but now we're starting to see, just now, snow starting to break out in northeastern Pennsylvania. And you can see the wind direction here coming in from the Atlantic Ocean. And what this basically establishes here is that we're starting to get air coming in from the Atlantic Ocean and warming the boundary layer. So you can see down here, temperatures are warming up already above freezing over southeastern New Jersey, which is why we weren't expecting much in the way of rainfall. And you're seeing, as you can see, the gradual moderation of temperatures on the coastal plain overall. Only cold spot is down here. And then over the interior, we're seeing plenty of temperatures falling into the 20s because of what's called virga. Now, let's take a look at this. This is pretty cool. So we have the radar here setting up here, right? And you have plenty of moisture invading in. Now, it doesn't look like much is actually going on over the coastal plain. Now, take a look at this. You're seeing precipitation come in, but you're also seeing cooling temperatures just away from the coast. And we finally, after a couple of hours, are starting to see snow break out over northeastern Pennsylvania. So what is actually happening here, out ahead of all of this precipitation, is plenty of dry air. Okay, so basically the idea is this. When you have this column of dry air in place right here, okay, and your precipitation, which is, let's say about this level right about here, is coming in to this dry air, what's happening is that the atmosphere is cooling to deal with the evaporational process of that precipitation falling into this area of dry air, especially between right around 800 millibars. So while that's happening, the mid-levels are cooling. Where do we see that? Well, let's take a look right here at 850 millibars. You can see this cooling taking place over the past couple of hours, allowing for your 850 millibar temperatures to fall well below freezing throughout the entire region. We're not seeing that so much at 925 millibars. And what that leads to is a development of frontogenesis at the mid-levels of the atmosphere, which is what we're starting to see here. Not as strong as, let's see, here we are at 925 millibars. And then at 850 millibars, you're seeing a little bit more disjointed here with the cooling process taking place, and then stronger lifting up from the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley. So you have the process evolving here with our low pressure system that is starting to take shape. So what do we know overall? Well, we know at the 500 millibar level, our trough is going negative too early, as we discussed previously in premium discussions. And as a result, you're getting your mid-level winds starting to set up far to your west. Your 850 millibar low is developing to your west. And you're seeing that here in the model guidance here. Take a look at the 12Z guidance to get to about 12 hours out, which is this morning. You can see at 500 millibars, there's your shortwave going into a negative tilt early. There's your strong lifting. At 700 millibars, you're seeing the 700 millibar low forming well to your west. And then the real death nail for anyone who's looking for any type of sustained snowfall is your 850 millibar low is also well to your west and tracking towards the Great Lakes for today. So all of that sets up strong warm air transport. But as we were discussing yesterday in the premium discussions, we do have a pocket of cold air before it gives way to strong warm air transport. And this pocket of cold air, which we could see right here, this area right here. In fact, let's redraw that here for a second. And we can take that from here, right about here. This zone right there. This is going to support strong frontogenesis over this region, and it's going to support a period of moderate to heavy snowfall. And we're seeing that pretty nicely here on the latest mesoscale guidance here. And this is the latest HRR guidance. You can see precipitation coming in. This is kind of recognizing the Virga. This might be a little underdone. I would not be surprised to see some flurries starting to show up on the coastal plain around this area. Nothing that's going to accumulate significantly, but enough to create a little bit of nice snowflake here and there, maybe a trace here and there on the coastal plain. But then you look at later on this morning, don't be surprised if this is more of a wintry mix, and then you can see your heavier snowfall here, and there's bam, there's your heavy snowfall right in here. Now, what is an issue with mesoscale model guidance is sometimes it enhances the convective factor of rising motion a little bit too much in these scenarios. So you get these intense pockets of heavy snowfall accumulation maps, and then you get these dead zones. So what you want to do, you never want to take any snow map verbatim. What you do is you take a look at the theme here. And so what it's telling me is that we're going to have periods of moderate to heavy snowfall in northwestern New Jersey, basically right around the Delaware Water Gap and over northeastern Pennsylvania and into the Catskills. And then you're going to see this wintry mix here, probably snow, sleet, and rain, not really accumulating all that much. And then rain down here, heavy at times. And then that warm push via the strong 850 millibar jet is just going to transfer everything over to rain. Yes, even in the Poconos and Catskills. For all you skiers out there, this is not going to be the best conditions for keeping that snowpack. You're going to have to head up towards the Green and White Mountains, where the snow will continue to fly. So what does that mean for our forecast? Well, let's take a look at the latest guide. First, let's look at our forecast that we're expecting. Okay, this really hasn't changed all that much since this morning. Basically, just updated timestamp from last night. And this morning, the data pretty much supports what I'm expecting to evolve here. Again, in Zone 5, which is pretty much of the central and southern New Jersey coast, outside of maybe central Monmouth and northeastern Monmouth County, up down towards the Philadelphia metro. These areas basically expect a brief burst of snow, if that, and then over to rain. So Zone 5, pretty much this is a rain event. Zone 4, again, you could see a burst of snow, maybe a trace to an inch for a very short period of time on some cold surfaces like your car tops. Roadways will remain wet because your temperatures are right now marginal, and then you have any type of treatment plus going over the rain, pretty much just wet roadways. Then we go into the colder zones here in Zone 3, where we have snow for a little bit longer period of time, changing ice and rain. Again, going with the wording of wet roadways. Why? Because temperatures are marginal, and any type of treatment on the roadways combined with a warming boundary layer will keep the roadways pretty much wet, maybe a little slushy in a few spots in your secondary roads, but then that transfer to rain will take over. 1 to 3 inches mostly on your cold surfaces, grass, vegetation, car tops, stuff like that. Zone 2, this is where we have your longer period of steady snowfall, better chance of snow accumulation on roadways, even with treatment. Looking at 3 to 6 inches of snow. Again, This is going to be late this morning in the afternoon or early afternoon hours ahead of that transition over rain. This is a heavy wet snow, so like cement-like snow that was going to fall and then melt rapidly as the rain takes hold. And then zone 4, this is the last area that I should say zone 1. This is the last area where I'm expecting a changeover to rain. So looking at about 4 inches to 8 inches. At 8 inches is more likely where we get that intense heavy snowfall bursts. At times, it's going to be more isolated in nature. Most locations are going to be around 4 or 5 inches of snow, and then that changeover to rain. So that is what we're expecting with this storm as it evolves. By 6 p.m. this evening, everyone will be over the rain. So our forecast for today is that transition taking hold. Our high temperatures will be pushing into the lower to mid 40s over the interior, upper 40s to mid 50s along the coast. This is all occurring later in the evening hours as far as our high temperatures. By tomorrow morning, our low pressure system is lifting through New England. Precipitation is coming to an end. We're looking at a few lingering rain snow showers over the region with temperatures falling back into the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s along the coast. And temperatures really don't move all that much the rest of the day with scattered cloud cover, and again, can't rule out a flurry or two. On Friday, a few troughs will be passing through the region. Scattered clouds, maybe a flurry or two, but that is about it. Look for low temperatures in the mid to upper teens over the northern interior, lower to mid 20s in your suburbs, and mid to upper 20s along the coast and in your urban areas. High temperatures on Friday will range from the mid to upper 20s over the northern interior and lower to mid 30s along the coast. By the time we get to Saturday, we'll have a cold front approach the region with increasing cloud cover, but for the most part tranquil conditions. Low temperatures will range from the lower to mid 20s over the northern interior, upper 20s to lower 30s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the upper 30s to lower 40s over the northern interior and lower to mid 40s along the coast. On Sunday, a cold front and area low pressure will approach with increasing cloud cover and a threat for showers later in the afternoon and evening hours. For those going to the Eagles game this weekend, not really expecting all that much of an impact. Probably in the second half there's a passing shower or two, but really shouldn't have any impacts on the game. Look for temperatures on Sunday to range from the upper 20s to lower 30s throughout the region for lows, and high temperatures will range from the lower to mid 40s over the northern interior and upper 40s to lower 50s along the coast. On Monday, that frontal boundary will hang around the region with pesky rain and snow showers. Now again, the location of this frontal boundary will be important in determining who sees snow showers and who sees rain showers. Right now, your best bet is the interior for snow showers, rain showers along the coast, with temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s along the coast. High temperatures ranging from the upper 30s to mid 40s over the interior and upper 40s to lower 50s along the coast. On Tuesday, that frontal boundary will hang around with variable cloud cover, a few isolated rain and snow showers. Temperatures will range quite a bit from the lower teens to the mid 20s over the northern interior, mid to upper 20s along the coast, as we have that frontal boundary hanging around the region with Arctic air to the north. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior and upper 30s to lower 40s along the coast. On Wednesday, another area of low pressure will be lifting through the region. Again, the track of this low pressure system is still pretty much in question, so we'll have to watch see how it evolves. But obviously, if it takes track further to the north, that's going to lead to warm conditions for most of the region. If it takes it further to the south, well, but then much colder. So we kind of took the in-between for right now until we got a better idea on the evolution of this next storm. Looking for low temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s and high temperatures in the mid 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s along the coast. So our storm will continue to evolve throughout the day, and of course I'll have constant updates on the evolution of this storm and see if there's anything that might be unexpected. Not really expecting all that much, but we'll keep an eye on it. In the meantime, I will see you tonight at 8 p.m. So, as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.